Yes, I can.
Nice to hear you. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me, okay, your day was as usual or something changed in the last 6, 7 days?
As usual.
As usual. Okay, and
And
I want to
another surprising thing is tomorrow. I will stay at home again.
alone.
I said one day, and now that happened again.
Alone? You're staying alone
Yeah,
in your home?
yeah, but I have a 50-50 chance that if my mother tomorrow he goes to work, then she will return home at about 6. So that's free. But what if she can ask for the company for she work in a tax company, so she can ask the company to stay at home for that day or or unwanted reasons. Then I will at home for a 50-50 chance. So that all based on like tomorrow. And the reason why it's because my parents are going to Halong in Guangdong province. You know about the Halong Bay.
Yes, I heard this is like one of the best places
Bay. Yeah,
sightseeing.
yeah, yeah. That is recognized twice in twice that recognized twice in about like 1986 and 1996. So my whole family will visit there, except me because I have to go. I have a lot of homework to do. Or my aunt, if my mother could go, then she will go.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that will happen if you go. Okay, very nice. I respect this and admire this. Okay, and who do you have there? Who do you some friends or family? Who do you have in Halong Bay?
Um, Halong Bay is in Guangdong province, and my uncle, not uncle in Australia, my uncle, my aunt, and her family are in Guangdong province.
Her family.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. And okay, I want to ask you about you mentioned this about Halong Bay. Okay, so how is the weather right now? This is something that I want to talk about with you. How is the weather right now in because in my country it's a late winter, so soon in 20 days we will have a spring. So how is the weather right now in Hanoi and generally speaking about Vietnam?
Yeah. So today in Guangdong is 19 degrees. Zero, no chance of raining. Humidity is 91%,
Wow.
and the speed of wind is 3 kilometers per hour.
Wow. 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 91% is
Humidity
humidity.
is 91%.
Wow. How do you breathe? Okay, this is like you're breathing the water. How is this?
Yeah. And you know that February to April is the disaster for Vietnam because the humidity goes so high. So I will search Hanoi so you can see. So today it is 21 degrees, 0% chance of rain, 86% humidity, and the wind is 14 kilometers per hour. So humidity always 80% plus. So houses contain lots of water and even glass. You know that when the difference from when the outside is hot and the inside is cold. Like we open an air conditioner, the outside of the glass will be covered in water. That is the water that evaporate into gases and then stuck under at a place where the temperatures meet together. That is the glass. Again, when the outside is cold, the inside is hot. All the water in the house will evaporate into the air and then stuck again at the distance, at the gaps between the water, and that is always the glass. So I think that I will give an example that you showered with hot water and you realize that the glass is always covered with something like it's got something, right? The glass can't be seen; it's covered in something. It's the same environment. Have you realized this?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's because of the temperature and pressure change. So February to April is the time where inside is cold. It's so much water that is stuck in the glass. It's very annoying. And not just glass. Any flat place like closets, walls, or even ground and ceilings are full of water. And the amount of water that's stuck there every day can cover, I think that's about 20 liters per day.
20 liters?
The most 20 liters, yeah. 20 liters of water stuck all around the house from February to April. And this is like very I think that like very annoying. Very, very annoying. Especially for houses that are close and only one my house has multiple rooms, and I mean I'm not in an apartment.
Yes, I know that.
So I don't see
mention.
Yeah, but for the houses which are like it's not apartment, just a house, a normal house. You think a normal house that is lower in the ground, so it can easily catch that situation. So water will contain a lot more.
Okay, but you mentioned from February to April, the season is like this. How is the season, for example? How is the season? Can you please tell me about the season in let's say in after April? So how is the season after April? Can you please tell me?
Super hot. It's super hot, but at least that it doesn't as annoying at this moment.
Okay, so it's not a lot like in this moment. Okay, now let's see. And can you please tell me? Okay, so what do you think? About other seasons? Okay, that for example you like. Okay, this is the summer in your country, or what is this season? Can you please tell me that you mentioned? Oh, is it summer, or what type of the season is this?
Between the summer and spring.
Yes.
So I think that this season, wet season, especially in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, and I want to ask you, can you please tell me about the difference between Hanoi and in seasons between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, when, for example, it's April until, let's say, July. What is the difference?
The difference is the season. Hanoi have 4 seasons respectively, from spring, summer, autumn, winter, like we learned in school. But in Ho Chi Minh City, there's nothing called spring, summer, autumn, and winter. It only have 2, that is wet season and dry season. And you know, in the central of Vietnam, there is a huge mountain areas, about 50 kilometers wide, and the height maximum is 3,000 meters. That blocks all of the wind, strong or cold wind, come from the north. So that's why it doesn't have any winter. It's already blocked all the wind, so it's only wet and dry. It's only wet and dry that based on the based on the orbits between the between like the Earth and the Sun.
Okay. Okay, so Earth. Okay, so this is something that is changed. And which season? Which months are, for example, comfortable for you? Okay, so which months are comfortable for you? Okay, during the year.
I would say it's April and October because it's the mid between seasons, so it's not as cold and it's not as hot.
Okay, okay, not and okay, and do you have the same period of time, for example, like from February to April during the year, or only from February to April during the year, you have you are sweating a lot? Okay, so in what other months, what other percentage of humidity is in the other months? Can you please tell me?
In Ho Chi Minh City?
In Vietnam.
In Vietnam. So for the entire Vietnam, I think that it's a tropical country. When in the globe, that is when the globe, that Vietnam is near the near the top. So it's like the hot part. The downward is the cold part. So the hot part. So that is a tropical country, and Vietnam is approximately near the. Wait, I want to ask, what is that imaginary line that crossed the entire world into half? When we
Ecuador?
see in globe? Yeah,
Ecuador?
yeah,
Is that right?
Yep, and Vietnam is approximately near that. The distance is only about 1,000 kilometers. So the cold is super cold, even though have no snow. The hot is super hot, even though have like no drops. That because it's near to Ecuador, so that's do you think that Ecuador is like the freshest air and the most comfortable, but it's actually that the climate change rapidly without us even know. So that's why Vietnam is like when foreigners go to Vietnam, they be surprised because even though there's no snow and the temperature is just the minimum is 10 degrees in Hanoi, but they feel super cold, even though wearing four thick layers of shirts, of pants, hats, and trousers. They feel cold and at the hot. Even though they pour 10 degrees water straight into the body when they shower, they still feel hot. Because yeah, I think I said it. The hot is very hot, cold is very cold.
Okay, so this is the and what type of the animals can survive in this when the temperature is so high in your country?
Temperature is so high. I think that like is in July and June and July.
No. What animals? For example, can live in this temperature that you mentioned?
I think that any maybe that except for some like animals like fish or cows or any farm animals that they can't survive in tough temperature, like super
Mhm.
low or super high.
Mhm. Okay, so these are temperatures. Okay, and yes, and okay, and how, for example, in your opinion, how polar animals? Okay, so we have here some animals that can live in the winter. So how they can survive, and what do you think about this? So what is your opinion about these animals?
Um, so yeah, I think that they are designed by Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why animal exists nowadays. Archaeologists, scientists, and historians are still trying to find the reason why fish swims or anything or obvious questions that I still don't know. And I have to realize something. Animal humans have uh, human have 2 legs. Cats and dogs have 4 legs.
Mm-hmm.
4 legs. Spiders have 8 legs.
Okay.
Have you seen the cycle? Every
Uh,
animal, every animal on Earth have having the amount of legs that are always even, no matter
mm-hmm.
what. From ants to elephants, they
Mm-hmm.
always have uh, the amount of legs that are dividable by 2. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason is obviously simple. That because the Mother Nature designed, so every animal is a symmetrical. It's a symmetrical organism.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot find, except for some like if humans don't contract in, you won't ever be found a animal that have the odd number of legs. So and then it's they only describe like that, and the animals are basically the same. They don't know why that humans can walk,
Mm-hmm.
fish can swim, bats can fly, and
Mm-hmm.
parrots can speak. It seems obvious questions, but right now it's still a mysterious. The only obvious answer is just the matter nature that invented everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so these are I understand what you want to say. And what animals? Okay, so as you know, for example, we have pandas in China. Okay, so pandas are one of the most impressive for myself. I'm speaking about myself, the one of the most impressive animals that I know. So because they are unique. Okay, so you know that they are living only in China, and I want to ask you about animals that are special for you in your country. So what type of the animals? What animals are impressive in your country?
Um, I think that not can't find anything special. It's always occur in another country.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what animals? This is something that what animals you have here? Different animals represent different countries. Okay, I mentioned you panda. Okay, koala and kangaroo represent Australia.
Yeah,
You know that, of
yeah,
course. Okay, my country, for example, the animal that represent my country is an eagle. Okay, so
yeah.
what animal represent your country? What is something that represents your country? What animal is unique when we are speaking about your country?
Surprisingly, Vietnam don't have like don't have any animals that represents.
Wow. How is that
Yeah.
possible?
Yep, it's traditionally known. It's traditionally known that Vietnam have no no national animal.
Okay, so yes, okay. This is something that is interesting. Okay, and I want to ask you about some other countries around Vietnam. What are some other countries around Vietnam that are near you that you know? So can you please tell me?
It's Cambodia, Laos, and China.
Okay, and which of these countries did you ever visit? Did you ever visit some countries?
No, except Australia, I haven't. I haven't gone abroad. I haven't gone abroad before, except going to Australia.
Okay, okay. Now let's see. Okay, and what is which of these countries would you like to visit? Okay, which of these countries are interesting for you to visit?
Interesting. Maybe that's
Yes.
America.
Okay, and why America?
Maybe because that I still want to learn English while I want to discover the difference between those two countries.
Okay, and which cities are interesting to visit?
I think that is San Francisco, maybe.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
And why? Okay, why San Francisco? Why would you like to go there?
Because it's both have advantage and the drawbacks of San Francisco. It's still a beautiful. We're living in the development. We're living under the development of the internet. You know that Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Google, all this is from San Francisco.
Wow,
It's
I didn't.
also one of the yeah. It's all comes from San Francisco. But you know that's what I want to tell you a serious problems. That is the next to a mansion can be a tent for homeless people. Next to the government house can have dirty places with trash. This is normal in San Francisco. The differences between rich and poor are exponentially large and keep increasing in the recent and upcoming years. And you know what the more serious problem is? Car breaking. Even though you lock the door and keep the keys, thief, when they see something at the inside valuable, they will use the hammer to break into the door and break into the car and steal your stuff. So you know what they do?
What?
They open the entire car. Post a piece of paper said that there is nothing valuable and nothing here, nothing inside, etc. And they will not leaving anything, even a bottle of water inside the car. Not leaving anything, including pets and anything.
Wow.
So you know what's the statistics? Every month, 2,000 cars were broken. 2,000 cars is being hit by thieves. So about 74 cars per day, or a car every hour. So after we finish this class, maybe outside the world in America, in San Francisco, one car is being robbed by by thieves or burglars.
I
There was serious
didn't.
problem, and you know what's the thing? There's an more annoying lock is the you know that's when a husband and wife go into a no, I would say not husband and wife a girl with his boyfriend in San Francisco going to from Vietnam travel to San Francisco and going to a grocery a store to buy toothbrush. But you know what's the thing?
No.
They are all inside lockers. Everything from the cheapest, even a $1 candy is locked in like a locker. And you know what they have to do? You have to tell the assistants to open the door and take the thing for you.
Wow.
And you know what's the reason? Or in some shops that sell clothes or like clothes or cosmetics, they will lock the door. And when you arrive at the door, that they will open for you to go in. That's
wow.
very annoying. But it's actually reasonable. The reason for that is from 2014, San Francisco, including a new rule to citizens. If you rob less than $950, that is considered small, say small faults, and police won't affect it. And the reason why they have to do that as well is because the prisons and prison in San Francisco is overcrowded, so they have to include this rule.
So they need.
One last thing is people can use drugs in the streets, and police don't say anything.
So
they can use drugs in the streets.
And what is the okay? Continue. Sorry.
Okay, so I will send you the word.
Let me see it.
Tenderloin. So this is a word, a tenderloin. So
there are a lot. Just 1 moment. Let me check.
So why do we talk about this?
No, you mentioned me about San Francisco, and I asked you which city you want to visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I talk these problems. I talk these problems because I want to go there to see if it's actually true. Even though they still don't like that to happen. And this, you know what I said toward the Tenderloin?
No.
Is because this is a high crime neighborhood, particularly violent street crime, such as robbery and aggravated assault. Graffiti and tagging are common in the neighborhood. Dealing and use of illicit drugs occurs on the streets. Yeah. The use of drugs occurs on the street like normal. Property crimes are common, especially theft from parked vehicles. Yeah, that's when I said broken doors. Theft from parked vehicles. Violent acts occur more often here and are generally related to drugs. The area was the sense of escalating drug violence in 2007, including brazen daylight shootings as local gangs from San Francisco and others from around the Bay Area battle for turf. 14 of the city's 98 homeless took place in the area in 2007. 7 of the top 10 violent crime plots out of 665 in the entire city are measured by the San Francisco Police Department or adjacent plots in the Tenderloin and 6th and Market area.
Okay, and what is the law? I just want to ask you, what is the law about drugs in your country? So can you please tell me what is, for example, the law about drug? Okay, I assume that like in my country that people cannot use drugs. So what is the law and what is the punishment for using the drugs?
So first, first is Vietnam banned or sell, check, sell, buy, buy, give, use, use, and give, use, transport, transport, any of kind of drugs in are banned in the rule. There are over 500 kinds of drugs that are already being banned in Vietnam, and the punishment. The punishment first is all of the drugs will be the police will actually steal all of it, and then not throw in the trash can. They will they will put it in the fire to destroy it. Second is the person who makes this first happen can first is about 20 years of prison.
Wow.
And about 100 million Vietnamese dollars. Or
wow.
If it's large enough, it can go to 500 million Vietnamese dollars. And all the person are related. All the person are related. I think that you used to learn that don't if somebody strange if somebody strangely gives you something, don't carry them.
Of course.
Because if you carry them, you're related to what inside. If it's drugs, then you still be responsible for what's inside it. So all the people related will be having a punishment of 50 million Vietnamese dong and about 5 to 15 years of prison.
Okay, so now and okay, so this punishment is okay. I can say it's really hard for some people. Okay, so it can be really hard. Okay, and okay, and what about other? Okay, so this is one of the crimes. Okay, so what about other types of the crimes? Okay, what is the punishment for other types of the crimes?
Crimes. So the next is like I think that you know that a casino is allowed in some other country.
A casino, gambling,
right? Like America.
Of course, I know about it.
It's lucky.
Yeah. Okay, I'm familiar with this. Okay, I am familiar with gambling. Okay,
yeah, gambling. So, they're allowed in some countries. They are allowed in some country, but in Vietnam it's completely banned. Gambling or playing casino is banned and under anyway. Even at home, it's not allowed. So if the police found you that you're playing gambling, use the money as price for something, then you like it's like I don't know how to say, but it's illegal. And about 50 million Vietnamese dong in 10 to 15 years for the people who actually like start this. All the persons related, including watching.
Watching? Why watching?
Yeah, watching near, but accidentally watching is nothing. But they watch it, but they like surprise, but they watch it, but they don't call the police. Instead, the people who watching and watching and actually related to that. They are not playing, but they watching, but they not call the police. It's also illegal. for hide the person's fault and illegal activities, they will be punishment about 10 million Vietnamese dong for 1 year of prison.
Wow, I didn't know that because in
But
my country,
somebody accidentally watching, they won't they will like no, there's nothing about them, so no punishment.
okay, so there is no punishment for that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I to be honest, completely, I didn't know that gambling. No, I'm not a fan of the gambling. I don't gamble because I think this is someone who is doing that. One of the reasons, someone who is that, this is a stupid reason to gamble, because all the gambling houses, okay, that you're having, okay, so you know that you're having online or something like this. You are having a gambling houses, and they constantly bet on a lot of money. So that means that they how should I say, they win all the time. Okay, so and it's impossible for someone who thinks that they can win, for someone who is gamble, that they can win the gamble, someone who is gamble. This is something that is, in my opinion, this is impossible. Okay, so gambling is like serious. In my opinion, it's like a serious crime, and also it's like how should I describe it? Like a drug. Okay, so the more you gamble, you in some occasions you will get more money, and you will be addicted. You want to have more, and more and more and more, like a drug. So, but this is just like I mentioned, this is just only my opinion about this. Okay, so this is something that I think about this, but I'm not a fan because I used to have some friends. Just a moment, sorry. Sorry. Okay, I used to have some friends who. Oh, sorry. Who were gamble a lot. Okay, they were gamble a lot and they lose a lot of money, and I think this is something that is not good. But I didn't know about that. Okay, in my country it's not forbidden, so people can gamble if they want to gamble. But I didn't. But you need to be 18 plus. 18 plus. So this is the only thing. But I think that some people who are younger they also gamble. They also gamble, and I know I heard about this, that they are they and I think this is something that can be they need to be in prison if they gamble. They need to be in prison. And who gamble, for example, you're having adults who are gamble for younger people. I don't know if you know that. Okay, so for example, you pay some money, okay, for older and give and gamble for older people. Okay, so people are doing something like this, and in my opinion, this is something that is ridiculous, and I think that people should ban all of these gambling houses. Okay, so in my country, you have a lot of gambling houses near schools, and this is something, in my opinion, this is something that is really bad. Yeah. Okay. And okay. So and what is the punishment? I just want to ask you, what is the punishment, for example, for stealing? When someone is stealing, so what is the punishment for stealing money, or something else for stealing? What is the punishment for that?
Stealing first, return all. Return all. Return all. And then if they steal something like a car or a bike or something that is less value, maybe that's only like giving money, about 1 million Vietnamese dong. But if they steal something like gold, phones, car keys, something valuable, it will rapidly increase. the higher the more valuable thing you steal, the more money you have to be paid, and the more punishment you will have.
Okay, more punishment you will have, and why and what is the punishment for example for that? Okay, can you please tell me? Okay, so if you're stealing some like jewelry, money, etc., what is the punishment? Are you going to the jail, or what is something that happens?
I don't know. Maybe they should go to like a jail.
Okay, and for a serious crime like a murder, okay, when someone kills someone.
Kill. I don't know about the rules in Vietnam, so I don't know.
Okay, and I just want to compare about what are some basic rules in your school. Okay, what is something that you should do or shouldn't do? We have here some basic rules. Okay, can you tell me about some basic rules in your school? What are some basic, something that you should do every day, and what is something that is forbidden, something that is you shouldn't do?
In the school.
Yes, in school. So
should do. Maybe that should. It's very hard, but the thing you have to do is like having good behavior with teachers and everybody. Don't fight or don't fight, shout, making loud noise in class, and pay attention to the class. Doing homework. The thing you mustn't do is create fightings and arguments.
Arguments.
Disbehave with pupil or misbehave or like it's kind of hard because rules in my school is I don't know much about rules in my school.
Okay, so those are like a basic rules in your school. Okay, and what is what is the punishment, for example, who is not willing to obey the rules? Okay, so what is the punishment for these people? Punishment means, for example, okay, so are they suspended, or so what is the punishment for this?
The punishment.
So you have the punishment. Okay, something that you need to do. If you do something wrong, that you need to do something like your punishment, that you're punished, that you cannot do. Okay, so what do you think about this?
So first, the first is writing a report talking about your essay and how to fix. The second is write again, and the parents will work with the teacher. The third time, again one more time, and the parent will work with the principal. The fourth time is not writing, but not the writing, but will be showed in front of the entire school. And even work with principal. And the fifth time is permanently removed from school. Permanently removed from school.
Okay.
But they have to find an alternative school to study.
Okay, so this is something that you have to do it. Okay, I'm aware of this. Okay, so this is okay. That is something that, and in what other occasions you can be removed from school and sent to another school? Okay, so what is something that bad, something that is bad that you can do that you need to, okay, for example, that you need to do, okay, that you are removed from school. So, in which occasions you can be removed from school?
The first time. I think that's only the first time. And then you do something that's illegal if you're 14 plus. With 9 is already 14 plus, so if you do something illegal, then the school have enough proof to ban you from going to school.
Okay, and what is something that it's equally bad to do, and you are banned from school? Okay, so what is something that is equally bad? Okay, bad to do it. Okay, is there anything equally bad to do it that if you do that, you will be expelled or you will be banned from school?
And
Okay, you will not, you cannot enter the school. Okay, so this is something that you cannot, okay, you can't enter the school, you cannot go to school. Okay, so
I don't know. I don't know what the rules here.
okay, and in your school, did someone was banned in your school?
Yeah. Nobody's having banned.
Okay, nobody.
Because
Okay.
this resets every year. So nobody's have like talk about this.
Okay, so no one was banned from school, and what punishment was there in school that you can remember? Okay, are there any punishment for your classmates that you can remember?
No, I haven't remember.
Oh,
Something.
not
Yeah.
Okay, and how about bad grades? Do you have, for example, I just want to ask you, this is something that we are having in our schools. Okay, so you also have a grades for your behavior, okay, how you behave during the year. So do you have a grade for that?
Yeah, maybe that a
Mhm.
punishment.
Okay, so for example, we have here a good grade for behaving. If you are a nice student, if you are not fighting, if you are not doing anything bad, okay, so you will have a good grade because of that. Okay, so if you are fighting, if you are doing something wrong, you will have a bad grade. So do you have any grades for this, for your behaving in your school? Do you have any grades about this? Okay, about your behaving, do you have any grades about that in your school?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this just really affects the final score.
How?
You know that this final scores 10% from behavior.
Really?
So for example, if you got 10 in score, but behavior you got 5. So that's you only got 9.5 due to that. So behavior that's also play a major role in the score. So I'll take example. For example, that's the score is 4. The complete the addition of 4 scores divided by 4 to get a score that is more than 0 and less than 10. So, for example, that your score is 10, 10, 10, 0, and it divided by 4. You only got 7.5. One bad score ruins your entire grade.
Wow. How is that possible?
Yeah. For example, that if you got 3 10s for 3 A plus, but in the final you don't know how to do it, you got 0. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 0 is 30. 30 by 4 is 7.5. But if the 4 you got 10, so 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 if divided by 4 is 10. 10 out of 10. Perfect. So one bad score could affect your entire grade.
Okay, so this is something that can affect your final grade. Okay, and when you sign up for your university or college, do you have something like this that they need to decide? Okay, about your grades. Will they hire you? Okay, will they put you here? So do you have something like this in your? Can you please tell me in your school that your scores? Okay, when you want to sign up on a university, that you have also Okay, that your behaving also includes these scores.
Yeah.
Okay, Kwan, can I go to drink some water, please?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so and I have one more question. When are you going to finish your grade, and what will happen to this grade, and what will happen after this grade in your school?
I will finish the entire curriculum in 31st of March. And then I will just and I know what the third subject is. It's English. I know in the 26th of February, Hanoi covers showed the sort the sort subject, which is English. So after we finish the entire curriculum, we're just doing tests and reviews of math, English, and literature. Nothing behind that.
Okay, so this is something that you will cover. Okay, and after that, next year. Okay, so when next year will start?
In the lectures, like usual, 5th of September, and I know about the test time. In the 7th of June, and 8th of June, I will have tested all 3 subjects.
So you will have a test of all of these subjects. Okay, very nice. Okay, so Khang, we finished our class. That was really nice. Okay, now see you tomorrow at the same time. Sorry, at 9 p.m. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Yes.